Tucson voters choose a new mayor in November, but a lot will happen in August when Democrats choose among 3 candidates.
At KGUN 9 on your sides, Craig Smith interviewed all 3 of the Democratic candidates, Randy Dorman, Steve Farley, and Regina Romero. We start with Steve Farley.
Steve Farley has not held city office, but points to a long record of service to Tucson and Pima County as an activist on transportation issues like the streetcar and the Regional Transportation Authority, and with 12 years of service in the State House and State Senate.
I think we need to do a better job at getting on top of potholes. We need to do a better job at reducing response times for our first responders, which means more commissioned officers on the street and more firefighters on the street. We have to make sure that people know not only will their potholes get filled when you call them in, but their entire neighborhood is going to get resurfaced on a regular basis.
Farley thinks one way to collect more tax revenue to pay for pavement and police is to annex unincorporated areas like the foothills in the northwest side.
Because we have so much unincorporated area, we're losing about $70 million a year that otherwise is going to Phoenix that we could be using to invest in our public safety, in our roads.
As big box stores go vacant, Farley wants to transform the space into sites for new business, housing, and jobs. Farley does not support the referendum that asked voters to declare Tucson a sanctuary city for immigrants. He is concerned about the risk of penalties from the state and federal governments, but says he does support the rights of asylum seekers and immigrants.
I don't want to make them into a target in a big political battle the way that this would turn out to be. I think our Tucson Police Department is doing a pretty good job already making people feel safe, whether or not they're documented, in order to be able to serve as witnesses to crimes or report things that have happened to them. I think when you have a big battle over it and you declare something, all of a sudden you create a conflict where there should not be a conflict, and the people who we say we want to help might end up getting hurt.
Craig Smith, KGUN 9 on your side.
And stay with us tonight. The 3rd mayoral profile will air tonight at 10. You can also see Regina Romero, who we profiled at 5 o'clock, and all the interviews on KGUN9.com and our 9 on Your Side mobile app.
All right, let's go to Kyler Diggs, and he's going to talk about school forecast.
Yes, it's hard to believe that school is already going to be back in session. Of course, some have already gone back, but for those going back tomorrow, you can expect a mild start to the day and a slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. We'll give you all the details in the forecast coming up.
First Warning Weather is brought to you by Hamstra Heating and Cooling.
Skies are looking a little gray over Tucson after all that action that we saw a little bit earlier this afternoon. If you're just coming into town, you'd never know how bad it really was on the east side just a little while ago. As far as the high temperature today, we did make it up to 94 degrees. We got enough sunshine to get those temperatures up over 90 degrees, and 72 was our overnight low. 98 and 74, the average is 111, the record high back in 1986. And officially at the airport today, we picked up just over 1/3 of an inch of rainfall. High temperatures across the rest of southern Arizona. Well, we were kind of all over the board because of that moisture we had moving in here. That Wilcox temperature of 68 there, probably not. I think that was a whole issue with the observation station there. But we had a lot of 80s and 90s on the map, and we also had a lot of rain on the radar earlier, but it is all pretty much cleared out right now. We're still seeing some isolated showers, even a thunderstorm here or there. But other than that, things are pretty quiet right now, and I think they're going to remain that way overnight. However, as we look downstream here, there's still a good amount of moisture rotating around that high pressure system that's parked over New Mexico. So we could still see a few showers and thunderstorms right on through the evening and into tonight. Now, Doppler radar estimated these are some of the areas that picked up the heaviest of the rainfall. It estimated 1.4 inches on the east side, but of course we saw isolated areas that did get 2 and 3 inches. Right now we've cooled it down to 80 degrees in Tucson, 80 in Nogales, and we're seeing some 70s across Cochise County. Overnight tonight in Tucson, we will keep a slight chance of showers and maybe an embedded thunderstorm or two in there into the early morning hours, and temperatures will drop into the upper 70s 70s by early tomorrow morning. Right now we're in the upper 60s in Show Low and the Grand Canyon, and 64 degrees in Flagstaff. Still some triple-digit heat out to the west and northwest of us. High pressure parked over New Mexico will continue to put us in a favorable position to keep that moisture flow in here, but I don't think it'll be on the scale tomorrow as what it was today. So probably a less active day. 60s across Cochise County tonight. The rest of us in the lower elevations will see 70s, and we'll even see 56 degrees in Summerhaven overnight tonight. And then for tomorrow, with the additional sunshine, slightly drier air coming back in here, this is where we start to crank those temperatures up just a little bit. We'll be close to 100 degrees in Tucson, 71 in Summerhaven. And then as drier air moves in and a little bit more sunshine as we round out the week, we will see temperatures bumping up over 100 degrees as we head on into the weekend. But even then, we've got a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms to help cool us off. And it looks like maybe next Tuesday and Wednesday, they could be active monsoon days as well. So more action to come, and Pat's got some sports action for us.
I sure do, Kyler. Diamondbacks ace Zach Greinke pitching 5 strong innings today at Yankee Stadium before a rain delay. He didn't return. Instead, Greinke is dealt to the Houston Astros at the trade deadline. The D-backs do get 4 top prospects in return, and in a separate deal, the